Hello, today is Sunday, December 8th, 2019. This weekend was supposed to be test camp weekend number 3 of 4 to test my solo winter camping skills and gear. It didn't happen for a few reasons. Number one, I didn't really have any new gear to test. I've ordered aluminum pots instead of my stainless steel ones. I still haven't received my emergency stove, which I actually ordered from Amazon on November 14th, so quite a while ago. So both are now late. And yeah, the temperature was going to be actually warmer than last weekend, so it seemed sort of not pointless, but almost pointless. So no new gear to test, not cooler temperatures to test my gear against. The other reason is also that basically I just need a break. I've been sick, I've had a sore throat, and then I was congested, and then I had a cough, and then I had an earache, and then I had this weird and sudden pain in my side that brought me to emergency earlier this week, some sort of infection. I'm taking antibiotics now. I just think I'm run down. Like, ever since I began obsessively hiking the Bruce Trail on September 21st, I haven't stayed home and just rested a single day. The last time I did that, I looked at the calendar, was September 15th. And then ever since this idea of doing the Ozark Highlands Trail came to me, I've been obsessively planning, shopping, preparing, watching YouTube videos, like just my mind hasn't rested, my body hasn't rested. Like I really just, I knew that I needed a break. So that's what this weekend is about. Even though I actually took time today to go shopping for pretty much the last items, I'm pretty much prepared now, as prepared as I'm going to be. I begin the trail in 13 days, which is crazy. Super close, I'm a little freaked out about that. So because I didn't do any camping this weekend, I thought I would take this opportunity to show you my monstrous pack and what I've packed in it and how I've packed and what it all weighs. It is truly monstrous. So yeah, let's take a look at that. Okay. Oh, by the way, I just want to make a correction. I'm not waiting on aluminum pots, I'm waiting on titanium pots, which are super expensive. In fact, a lot of this gear that I was not anticipating buying is super expensive, and I kind of really want to barf from how much money I've had to spend. Had I known that it would be this much of an investment, I probably wouldn't have done it. So in that way, it's a blessing because I really want to do this. But it is really, it's been expensive and it's not leaving me with much money left over. And it's like stressing me out, spending that much money all the time, or like so much lately. But anyway, it's what's happening. This is my pack and this is how I'm going to pack it. You know what, I'm gonna weigh it right now, one sec. I mean, I've been weighing, I've been keeping a detailed list of everything, of course, and weighing everything individually because I'm going to have to barter with myself. Oh my God. So this is the pack cover. This is the rain cover for my pack, which I'm gonna be keeping on at all times because it is hunting season. So deer can be hunted by bow and squirrels and rabbits. So they said you should be wearing blaze yellow. I've opted for blaze pink. So this will be on my pack at all times. And my pack, let's see, I'm doing it in pounds when in America. So I weigh about, 116 pounds. Your pack is not supposed to weigh more than 20% of your body weight. So my pack should only be weighing 26 pounds. It definitely weighs more than 26 pounds. Hold on, let's start that over. Okay, thank you. All right, so let's do this. Oh my God, 33.8 pounds. I mean, I tried it. I wore it this morning. It feels fine. Oy. It feels fine. And of course, it will only get lighter as I eat. That's including the, I think, 5 pounds. These are filled with, you know, that's including 2 liters of water. Anyway, you know, I would like to pare it down, but I really don't know how I can. Anyway, let's look what's in it right now. All right. So first of all, in this front strap, front flap, this is my food sack. So this is like a waterproof, like it's a really durable bag, and that's to protect from animals. Not so worried about bears during the time that I'm hiking. They should be all like hibernating, hopefully. But just whatever, like normal raccoons, whatever it is, coyotes. So this is super durable in case there's like it's being clawed at or it's, you know, rubbing against tree bark. So the bag itself weighs half a pound, and there are current, you know, for 6 days of food, it is 7 point. One second. Okay, so for 6 days of food, plus the food sack, it comes to 7.85 pounds. If you look on the internet, and like YouTube, everyone says that you should be carrying 2 pounds of food with 2 pounds of food per day. So I don't know how they get that number. I'm carrying 2,000 calories per day. So I know that's what the average person is supposed to have on the average day, and clearly I'm gonna be doing, you know, more than the average amount of exercise, etc. I can't carry more, so I won't die. You know, I'm not trying to lose weight, but maybe I'll, you know, lose a couple pounds. I can't carry more than that. So that's what's in the front, and I really don't need it to be in the front. I was hoping to keep more of like emergency rain stuff in the front. Like, so for example, the fly from my tent and my umbrella and the pegs for the fly, but this won't fit in there anymore with all the food. So it's going in the front. Oh my God, this is just not going well. This is just not me. Ugh. All right, let's start that over. Okay, so in this top flap, this is probably gonna go too long. Oh, perfect. On the inside, there's this zipper. I've only got one thing in here. In a Ziploc bag, I have my passport, my credit card, and there will be $200 in US cash. It's the only thing that's going in here. It's not easy to access. It's just for safekeeping. On the outside top flap, I have this is sort of like my emergency kit. I've got a roll of duct tape, 20 large, 20 medium, and 20 small pull tie things. So those could be used for, I really don't know what. I just know that when I did the Camino de Santiago, I had a different backpack and it broke inside the train station in Paris, where I was catching the train to go start the Camino. So it was broken from the first step. A few days later, this really nice couple from, my memory sucks. Anyway, a few days later, this man fixed my backpack with one of these ties, and it held, no, sorry, he used 2 or 3 to fix it, and it held for the entire 27 days that I hiked the entire 900 kilometers. So I just know they're good, or yeah, whatever. I don't really know what they're gonna come in handy for, but they weigh next to nothing. The tape weighs a little bit, but that I definitely know it can come in handy for. Any rips in my clothes, certainly any rips in the fly of my tent or in my hammock tent. Also, like if I had some sort of deep cut, I could just put that on there until I could get to proper medical help and a proper Band-Aid, but at least it would, you know, close the wound and stop the bleeding, hopefully. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, there's that. I have my Tim Ernst guidebook, so it's got maps, really detailed description of like every step of the way. This 1.05 pounds for this. This is the recharge for my phone. This should recharge my phone six times. Anyway, recharge for my phone. In another video, I'm going to tell you exactly what's in my food pack and exactly what's in my resupply package. So exactly halfway through the trail, 5 days in, 85 miles in, or 133 kilometers in, there's a post office that I'm mailing a resupply package to. So it'll be another 6 days worth of food, a freshly charged battery. And I did that because these take a good like day to a day and a half to recharge, and I don't have that time to recharge it. So I've mailed myself I will be mailing myself a fully charged extra battery pack, not light. These are water socks. So there are a lot of creek and river crossings on this trail, which I'm afraid of. And so, yeah, you basically have to take your pants off, put these things on, you know, find 2 sticks and just wade across. So that's fine in the summer. It's a little like, so I bought a little towel, which I'll show you, just to dry my legs off on the other side, put the pants back on, like pants, boots, and everything back on, pack these away and carry on. But apparently there's at least one a day. So didn't know that when I signed up either. Again, probably a good thing, probably wouldn't have done it. So these are my water socks. I saw these on a YouTube video. This is my full tang knife. I did not know what that meant before. What it means is that the blade, it doesn't just end here where the handle starts. You know, the metal, it's the piece of metal goes all the way across. So it's not, yeah, it's a full tang. And the reason that that would be useful to me is because so what do I need a knife for? I mean, it could be for protection. It could be for shaving, kindling and tinder. Or if I need to split a sizable, like a thick piece of wood, branch, whatever it is, you know, you just kind of put this in the top and then take another piece and just hammer it down to split it apart. So if it was only a half tang, apparently that would be an issue. Anyway, I haven't used it yet, but it can't, and how much does it weigh? The knife weighs, it only weighs half a pound. So I think it is definitely worth, did I put that in wrong? Yep. I think it's worth half a pound to carry around with you, especially if it's for the protection purpose. This is called a trowel, and this is for digging a hole and making your own personal washroom and then filling it back up after. Again, not tested yet. I have not had to do that yet. It's not the kind of thing you can force. So anyway, that's what that's for. Bear spray. Again, this is mostly creepy man spray. I really don't expect to see any bears. And that weighs, I actually contemplated not bringing this because I probably won't see any bears. But again, then we've got the creepy man component. And this weighs, bear spray, 0.75 pounds. It's coming. What else do I have in here? Oh, that's for the bear spray. Do I need that? I mean, it doesn't weigh anything, whatever. Oh, this is my headlamp. with 6 extra lithium batteries. Definitely need that. It's the difference between sitting in the dark or not being able to find firewood and all that stuff. It's just whatever. I'm gonna edit that part. Yay, my retractable saw. I love this thing. I use it all the time to cut up firewood. So yeah, really easy to use. I use this a lot. This is awesome. You just press that. Yeah. Okay. And, and my Seat to Summit umbrella. So let's say I'm like walking along and all of a sudden it just starts pouring. I'm just gonna throw this up right away until I can either like spot some shelter where I can like regroup, get my rain poncho on, or like set up my fly and just hang out, wait it out or whatever. But this is to like react suddenly to a downpour, which is important, because I really can't get wet since the temperatures are dropping so low at night. And I think that is it for the top flap. Yes, it is. Oh my. Okay. Before we go into the, oh my God, honestly, into the main part of the knapsack, on the side pockets, each one has a 1 liter Nalgene bottle filled with water. There will be plenty of water sources. Perhaps I won't have to carry around 2 liters all the time, which would alleviate some of the weight. This is heavy. 2 liters of water weigh 4.6 pounds. That's a lot. That would bring me, anyway, no, I'm still far from 26 pounds. And I'm just getting in the habit of always keeping them upside down because water freezes from the top down. Woo. Okay. All right, let's look inside. Oh, sorry, one more thing. On the this goes around your, can you even see that? I better look and see. Oh my God. Okay. So, right, there's the, this thing is so heavy and awkward. Okay, right, there's the strap here, that comes around and will clip in the front. So on the left side, which I'm not left-handed, so the less convenient side, I have all of my fire starter stuff. I have this waterproof container full of waterproof matches. I think this is supposed to be some tinder. So that's one way of starting a fire. I have 4 lighters. That feels a little bit obsessive compulsive, but whatever. 4 lighters. And my ferro rod. So that's 3 different ways to start a fire. I also have I'll get to it, but I'm also bringing a tube of Vaseline, like petroleum jelly, so that's super flammable. As well as my fuel tablets that I showed in previous videos. So yeah, that's on the left side, and on the right side will be my phone. I really wanted to bring a book, but there's no space for that. Well, I mean, there's barely any space, but I can't afford the weight. So yeah, that is what, oh my God, is in the hip strap pockets. All right, let's look inside. So the first thing that I want to be accessible is my tent. So it's the hammock tent, right? The Hennessy hammock tent with the asymmetrical fly. I brought 6 pegs. I only need 4, but sometimes those things tend to get lost. So I brought 6. And right on top is the fly, right? So that's what I want. If it were pouring rain and I had to set up camp in the rain, I want to set the fly up first and then and as quickly as possible, and then duck underneath it with my stuff and set and do everything else. So my tent with the fly and the 6 pegs is what is on top. Rain poncho. This cost $89. Like, oh my God. Anyway, I bought this today at sale. Rain poncho. My toiletries bag, I might change this to something more durable, but it has, I'll get into what's in there after. My toiletries bag. Then I have 3 extra sets of my hiking socks. So they're merino wool hiking socks, and they're like 3/4 length. And then I have a 4th pair that I'll be wearing. 3 extra pairs of, do I need this? This is 3 pairs of the Wigwam good to -40 degree socks. I don't think I need 3 extra pair. I'm never gonna hike in these. I need 1 pair that is exclusively for sleeping, and maybe 1 backup pair. How much does this weigh? 0.4. I mean, so if I get rid of 2 pairs, I'm gonna save 0.2 pounds. Anyway, that's what's there for now. So this is basically what I'll sleep in. It's merino wool long johns and a top. So yeah, let's say my my pants will be dirty, they'll be muddy, they'll be whatever. So those definitely I would never sleep in. And I could sleep in my day hiking tops or whatever, but if they're soaking wet for some reason, I'll need to dry those out. I don't want to get my sleeping bag wet, so I'll need a dry top to change into. So that's what this is. This only weighs 1.1 pound. So, and then the only other thing, this massive bag, this massive backpack is mostly just one thing, and that is there's nothing else in there now, it's empty. This is my good to -18 degree sleeping bag. Yeah, it takes up a lot of room. I mean, it's not super heavy. It's 4.95 pounds. My good to 0 degree bag was like 3-point-something pounds. So it's not significantly heavier, but it's definitely necessary. Definitely necessary. And so yeah, it worked for that, last weekend when it got to -8. Yeah, but that would be the last thing I need to access because, I have to set up the tent and get changed and all of that stuff before I would crawl into this. So that's why it's packed in that order. I don't know what's gonna happen with this trip now. Anyway, I fly out on the 21st. I'll stay in a hotel. I get there at like 5 p.m. or something. I'll stay in a hotel. I'm gonna leave a bag at the hotel with my city clothes and whatever. Then I'm super fortunate that one of the gentlemen from the Ozark Highlands Trail is going to pick me up from the hotel and drive me to the trail start at Lake Fort Smith. So then I'll be hiking for 10, 11 days, and then I still need to arrange my transportation from the trail end back to the hotel, where I can then shower, change back into normal clothes, and just wait to take my flight home on the 4th. And that is, that's that. That's what's in my pack. If anyone has any advice on how I can get rid of some of this weight, that would be much appreciated. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I'm sure I'll be fine. All right, well, thanks for watching, and yeah. I guess I'll make another video too with exactly what I'm wearing. I bought new boots, winter hiking boots. Okay, ciao. Thank you for watching. Bye.